Nathan, as you can tell, we're in a different state.
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Nissan flew us down here to test drive the brand new 2014 Rogue. And there's a little bit of an issue right now, and that is that this is embargoed.
That's right, folks. We can't talk about our driving impressions.
Not until Friday, because we want to give all the journalists a chance to drive them, and there's different waves. So we're actually going to do 3 videos with the Rogue. Number 1, this first video. Number 2, a full review, which we'll publish later in the week when it's unembargoed.
Yep.
And number 3, a rolling podcast with our man...
Moto Man
from Moto Man TV.
Yeah.
So let's start with the very first one, where we tell you as much as we can without going into the driving impressions. Coming up next on the Fast Lane
Car.
So Nathan, how does it drive?
It's definitely
no, you can't tell me. It's a driving impression. You can talk about how it looks, you can talk about how comfortable it is, but you can't talk about what you're feeling right now as you're driving the car. At least not till Friday.
Okay, and that's because it's embargoed until Friday.
Yeah. So how does it drive?
You're gonna be such a putz about this, aren't you? Trying to push me to do that, get me in trouble.
Yeah. How's the steering feel?
I can say a couple things.
Okay.
I can say that this is an electric power steering system.
Yes, you can say that.
I can say it's got a 4-cylinder engine.
Yes, you can. You can say all that.
Interior is much larger than the Rogue that it replaces.
And much nicer, we can say that.
Oh, much nicer, yeah, because they use more expensive materials. Third row seat, and a proper third row seat at that.
Yep.
And this car kind of sort of competes with, well, it doesn't compete with Toyota anymore because the RAV4 no longer has a third row option.
Yeah, but it still competes.
It's still getting
RAV4, the CR-V.
Did you say CR-V?
Yeah, the CR-V.
Oh man, the Honda guys are just gonna hate
the Forester.
The Forester. Where'd you get these from? This is awesome. I like those.
Yeah, I guess I'm trying to say that these cars do tend to trend toward the female end of the demographic.
Oh no, here we go.
Especially the old Rogue.
No, here we go.
Did they make it more masculine? Did they make it kind of more manly? You know, like they did with the Volkswagen? I don't know.
Funny thing about that is Roman and I actually took an older Rogue all the way out to Moab.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it actually was. We took it on the sand, we put it on some rocks. Worst of all, a huge snowstorm, and it did it all beautifully.
It was burly and manly, and it actually passed a state trooper going up I-70.
Sideways
in the snow. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. And this is a much bigger, much more improved, and much better. Can't say it. Have to come back for the full review.
Yes, there will be a full review of the 2014 Nissan Rogue,
where we talk about how it drives. Give him a hint.
No.
Good.
Hi, I'm Brian Wilson with Nissan Product Planning.
All right, Brian, you're in a butcher shop here.
That's right.
At least it looks like a butcher shop to me. It's a Nissan Rogue butcher shop. Tell me about the different components that you've got hanging from the ceiling.
Okay, well, the different components that you see here is all part of the story of helping the Nissan Rogue to achieve 33 mpg and 0.33 CD.
Okay.
So our customers, when they're doing comparisons, on websites, one of the first things is fuel economy.
Sure.
So they try to understand. We looked at the vehicle and said, what is it that we can do to get the vehicle as lightweight as possible? So we took a look at things like the bumper.
Okay.
How can we make that as lightweight as possible? Change the material, bring it, make it a nice lightweight plastic material. Took a look at the hatch.
Yeah.
Our hatch on the previous generation, that was a steel hatch. Now we moved that to a composite. Helps us to achieve our shape and keep it nice lightweight. Up here, you get to see the high strength steel that we have. This piece is actually the cutout of an A-frame, the A-pillar, and this piece on its own is about 17 pounds. So by using high-strength tensile steel, we're actually able to bring the mass down.
How about the fuel tank over there?
The fuel tank, this is just a nice creative way of showing how the overall story comes together to get the overall weight gain down, of 3% and increased our fuel economy of 18%.
Now over on your side, you've got a hood, and that says aluminum hood. So
that's right.
You've taken the weight out of the hood. So
We're taking some. That's right. So last generation it was steel, and now we moved that to aluminum.
All right. And how about the muffler? That's the coolest one.
This is actually a class exclusive, first for Nissan muffler spoiler.
Where's the spoiler part of it?
So the spoiler is right up here at the very top of this display. The little black part right there. Our engineers recognized that we had a little bit of turbulence between that, between our muffler and our rear bumper, and they said, let's go ahead and smooth out that airflow, and got our overall CD down to 0.33.
All right, and of course the big question is, all this weight reduction, what has it gotten you in terms of better fuel economy? What does the new Rogue get, and what did the old one get?
So the big story is our fuel economy improves from last generation about 18%.
Okay.
We're now seeing 33 on the highway, 26 on the city, and 28 on the two-wheel drive. Yes, this is all two-wheel drives that I'm quoting right here, and then 28 combined. So this is great fuel economy story for this vehicle.
And that's partially due to the spoiler on the muffler.
That's right. Whenever you're able to control your airflow and get it down as low as possible, like I said, the 0.33 that we have right now on this vehicle, last generation Altima was 0.31. So you're playing in sedan territory with this kind of coefficient of drag.
With a tall crossover.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.